Hey guys, the first footage I had painting this just didn't pan out. I apologize, my camera had stopped filming and I didn't realize it, so I didn't get the first footage of me painting the front side of the skeleton here. He's not quite dry anyway, but I wanted to set him up. I'm going to paint his back, but I'm using the Waverley Chalk paint and Plaster from Walmart. Just make sure you do a light coat on your skeleton. Doesn't matter about brush strokes because you want him to look old and you know, aged, I guess you want to say, but just give him a light coat and make sure you get down in those little ridges on him, on his spine and in between his toes and his fingers. Just make sure you get down in those really well. And then we're going to go back over it here in just a few minutes after he dries, and I'll show you how we're going to try to get that aged look on him. Okay, now that my chalk paint has dried, I hope it looks dry in places. Well, I see a little shiny spot here, but we're going to run with it and see what happens. I didn't have a regular brown, so I'm using my apple barrel paint, acrylic paint, in Nutmeg brown, and I mixed it with, well, it fell over, the melted chocolate apple barrel paint. So I'm just trying to make a medium brown. I didn't want it as dark as the melted chocolate, and I don't want it as light as the nutmeg, so I kind of made an in-between. So we'll just see if this works. I've got a little bit smaller brush here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the eyes and this any kind of divot parts, like his nose here. Make sure you go in there really good. Go ahead and put it kind of thick because you want to try to wipe this way. You don't want it to dry. Matter of fact, I'm going to cut my fan off here so it doesn't dry on me. And you just want to go get where you see all those little divots in it, like the skull where it's cracked on the backs. And see if I can get him to turn around here for me. Anyway, you just want to, excuse me. Sorry guys. Alright, allergies is terrible. Anyway, you just want to kind of do this. Just slap it on there. And you can take this, and mine's a little damp, very lightly damp, because you don't want to wipe away your chalk paint. So you're just going to very lightly go over him. Not heavy-handed. You can go a little heavy-handed in spots, but you want it to kind of shade him a little different, you know, here and there. And just kind of wipe your paint around on him. And you can go back in and put a little bit more paint because we just want him to, look kind of old. And I hope this works, guys. So I'm just going to paint him, just slap it on here and there. And back here some more veins or skull fractures or whatever you want to call them. And I apologize. My allergies are going to bother me like crazy today. I can done tell it. Alright, Mr. Skeleton. Work with me here, big boy. Just keep going around on him. It may work better with stain than this acrylic paint. I don't know. This is just something I thought I'd try. But the good thing about it is it's paint and we can fix it if it doesn't turn out to do what we want it to. Now, you can see here it's making his little fractures stand out a little bit more on the back of his head here. Can you guys see that? Anyway, it's making those fractures stand out more. You can actually take the paint that's on your thing here and run down him a little bit. Just give him a little darker shade there, but we're going to go down his back here with some more paint. Make sure you get inside those spine sections there, all the way down. He's got some little divots here on his tailbone. His ribs. Oops, there's some of my paint that's not dry. So we're going to find out what happens with that. It may work, may not. Since my paint's not quite dry back here. It may work just fine. Lay him down. We'll work with him like this. Can you guys see that? It's really making that stand out. His detail on him. So it may work. Get some more paint in here. We can get some more of that detail to stand out. Especially right there around those rib cages and shoulder bones. So you do want your paper towel to be just a little wet like that. I don't know if you can see what I got here. And I'm using a shop rag so that they don't tear and it doesn't make a mess. So this is something you might want to invest in, is those shop rags from your local Tractor Supply or automotive store. I believe these are going to work great because they don't break down like a normal paper towel. This is all you're going to do. You're just going to keep painting him all the way. Put paint on him, but you don't want to go over, like I said, don't go crazy and over paint your white, but you want to put enough on here that it's going to give it a shading once you wipe it down, but you want to do it before it dries, guys. So let's do this in sections like this. Let's get it wiped down. I'm gonna get just a little bit of water on my rag because it's starting to dry out a little bit, I think. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you don't want your rag to dry out, but you don't want it so wet that you're gonna wipe your chalk paint, because your chalk paint will wipe right off underneath here. So just be careful with that. Alright guys, today we're going to put vinyl on foam. Nowhere on the internet could I find about putting vinyl on foam, because at first it would not stick, and I thought there's got to be a way to make it stick. I even went on some of the bigger sites, and they were saying on there, like people who had airplanes, model airplanes that were made of foam, and they needed to have decals put on their planes. They couldn't get their decals to stick, so they were saying on there to take denatured alcohol and rub the foam, and the decal would stick. But who keeps denatured alcohol on their hands? I don't. I guess it's something we need to invest in, but I just don't have that here and on hand. So I thought there's got to be a way to do it for us crafters and use something that we have on hand. I first took a piece of, I think it was 240 grit, extremely fine sandpaper, and sanded the surface just lightly, and that didn't work. I thought it might rough it up some and make it stick, but it didn't work. It did stick some, but it wasn't to what I wanted. So this method is still not perfect, but it does help, and it does make it stick, as you can see here. It's still not perfect. You can still move it a little bit and make it stick back down a little more, but at least you're going in the right direction, and it'll work for our Halloween stuff. I mean, you're not asking it to stay on there forever, I guess, so but it will work as far as through your Halloween holiday, hopefully. And what I did is I just took old Mod Podge here, faithful Mod Podge. Don't go extremely heavy with it. Matter of fact, if you look, you can't even see I done that one. But I went from this section all the way around, and I just did a light coat. I mean, just minute light coat, because if you go heavy-handed, I don't know if you can see on this one, you can see the Mod Podge is peeling up some. So you want to go as just a light coat, just something to give it something to adhere to. And I've let this one dry. This one probably wasn't dry all the way when I done it. So I might be fighting a losing battle today. It may be that it needs to be tacky to hold the vinyl. So what we're getting ready to do now may not work. So cross your fingers and hope it does. But I've made decals on my Cricut maker. So if you want these decals for your little pumpkins, or for any pumpkin, because these will stick to real pumpkins. If you want any of these decals, I will have them in my Etsy shop, and I'll have it linked below. But you're welcome to any of these decals. I may do a set of these decals, that way you'll have all the faces. Or I may do them individual, I don't know. I'll have to see how I want to do that, but that way you'll get cutesy and scary all in one. So alright, so I'm going to show you what I do. Oh, when you pull, I use contact paper here, transfer tape, I guess you want to call it. It's contact paper from the Dollar Tree, and the reason I use it is it's not sticky. It's sticky, but it's not sticky. So hopefully it won't peel the paint up off of this. Like I said, this one was wet when I put it on, and it did peel some of the orange back up, but all I did was take this orange paint from Dollar Tree, and I just went back in and filled it. If you look close, you can see where I went back over it. But for somebody just walking up on your porch, they're not going to see that. And plus, we're going to try something too while I'm on here with you guys. We're going to seal this, and hopefully with another layer of Mod Podge, maybe it'll hold it on even better. Alright, so what I did, if you notice, this pumpkin has a lot of detail on this side, the little sections. So I went with the side that doesn't have as many sections. And we're going to try to put this witch face on. She may be too big. I don't know. I didn't even look. The other ones, I put her as the same as the other ones, so we may be tick big on her, but we'll make her work. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get her peeled up here. Hang on just one second. We're going to... Forgot to do this. Make sure everything's adhered on here. Alright. Now, we got our witch face. And what I do here is, you can make this smaller by cutting this out more of her size around her. Don't go too, you want some left over because we're going to have to cut slits in it. And try not to touch a decal like I just did. Trying desperately not to touch it, but I caught that little piece over there. Alright, now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to make slits. And this is just going to help me mold her better to this pumpkin. I may even cut that chin off and place it in a different spot. So we'll just have to see what she looks like once I get her up to it. I'm going to go in here as far as I can. I'm going to make a slit about all the way down to that nose right there. This is going to help you lay your decal better. Let's see if we can get this on here right. There I go touching it. I'm not real worried about that chin. Just, we're going to go from the center though up here. Try to get that nose on, see here, and I'm going to hold it and I'm going to push it down to the center because that's where it's going to go down into it. I'm not going to lay it across there or you'll have a air bubble right in between here. So I'm just trying to push it from the center down into these sections. And I'm going to work it out. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'm just working it out to the outer edge. I'm going to come up here and catch this eye and see this, what these slits work great. See here, I'm working her eye out now. Here's another slit here in case we need it. I'm going to go ahead and work this this eyebrow out. See, it made that eyebrow lay nice and flat. Now, now we're going to come down here and catch this mouth, or chin, I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and lay all this. We're just working from the center out. I don't want no bubble in her nose. We want to keep that mouth as flat as we can there. Just working it. Oops, we got a wart there that we need to work with too. So let me go ahead and get this up here. Let's go ahead and work this eye and this eyebrow. I'm gonna cut another slit right here. Maybe. That way this eyebrow can lay separate from that eye. See there? And get my eyebrow to lay down pretty decent, and then come back in and get my eye. Now we're going to go in here and get this wart. So I'm going to go in here and cut this slit right here. We'll go all the way in past that wart like that. Now, so that wart will lay flat. You see what I've done there? See the slit, those slits in this transfer tape work. They really help you, especially when you're trying to put them on something like this. And cross your fingers, guys, that this works. You can even come in with a scraper here. And let's push it down. That may not come off perfect, but I'm going to show you what we're going to do to make it come off, because it still may want to stick to that the contact paper. So we're going to pull this up here slowly, and it is going to probably pull our paint some. I don't know why, because like I said, I'm trying to use the one that's not so sticky. And like I said, this might be because of me, because I waited till this dried. It may not come off and may not stick, so cross your fingers, guys. I'll try to grab that eyebrow right there on the corner. Work it with my finger. It's sticking right there, and you saw that eye came off, but it is pulling some of my paint right here. I don't know if you can see that. It may be pulling the Mod Podge instead of the paint. I believe it's just pulling Mod Podge, which is fine. That might work. That'll keep it from pulling your paint worse. So let's go back in here and get this eyebrow piece put up here. It's a bit of a challenge, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Let's come down here and get this piece. And my contact paper is sticking good. Alright, come on there, cheeky cheek. Come off of there. At least the Mod Podge is holding the decal. See it? It's helping the decal stay on there. This contact paper just ain't letting go. I may have to try something different as far as the contact paper, or transfer tape, I guess you want to call it. It may need something that's even less sticky. I'll tell you what we might can do too is make this stick this down on something and take some of the stickiness off of it. Might work. Might help it even better. If you got any ideas, guys, about doing this on this, putting decals on these pumpkins because they're foam, if you got an idea, please put it in the comments below, and I'll try the idea. Or if you've done it and you know it works, let me know. Because I looked and I couldn't find anything other than that denatured alcohol. And the denatured alcohol may work great. I don't know. I don't have that on hand, and I thought I'd do something that we could, you know, us crafters could get to quick. And that would be the Mod Podge. So I'm gonna get this chin off here. See, for the most of it, it's sticking. I'm just holding it down just to make sure it don't come up. See there, that mouth stuck pretty good because it's bigger, I guess. is the reason it's sticking down. Bigger the piece, maybe the better it will stick too. Pull that mouse pointer down. Let that stick back down to what I've already got done. If any of you Cricut users have done this before, or like I said, you know a better way, please let me know. Alright. See, for the most of it, they're sticking, which is great. See here, I didn't have to hold down on that at all. That came off perfect. But just getting it started seems to be the thing. All right. Now let's push it all down, make sure it's down. See, that one stuck better than that one. So letting the Mod Podge dry is the way to go. It did pick up a little bit of the Mod Podge here, but it didn't pull up our paint all the way like this. This one, it pulled big places out, like I said, and I had to go back over it. I'll have to go back over this one too right here. But we got a witch face on there. Isn't that cute? It's just another idea that I had that if you want to do it, if you don't want to carve these little pumpkins, I just thought this would be a cute little idea. But we are going to go back over these and seal them with this Mod Podge and see how it works. And then I've got another little idea for this pumpkin here. So let me get a paintbrush here for Mod Podge. Make sure everything's down and good. Everything. This one, like I said, is sticking way better than that one did. I just got too much Mod Podge on it, I think. So I'm not going to go over that. I'm going to let it be. I think it's okay. But now I'm going to seal these on. That way they'll stay better. Like, don't go heavy-handed. You don't need to go heavy-handed on this. Just need a nice little sealer on it. And don't put these out in the weather unless you get the Mod Podge that's waterproof, the dishwasher safe one. I would say use that if you're wanting to put these out in the weather. That way that Mod Podge won't come off. Alright, we're going to set this to the side and let this one dry. Let's do this one real quick. And to smooth this out really good. And I've got the matte finish, so I don't know, I just like the matte finish. It just seems to blend in better with the, and these pumpkins aren't super shiny anyway, so you want a matte finish on them. Alrighty, after you get that out, let those sit and dry, and I've got another little idea right here for this pumpkin, like I said, the witch pumpkin, and I'll be right back. The Mod Podge isn't quite dry on these yet, but I thought it's okay. We can go ahead and show you the idea I had for this one. These little witch hat picks from the Dollar Tree. And you could use it on him too. You could use it on all of them. Doesn't matter. Just something I thought of. Thought this would be cute. Let's pull these out here. Oops, that green one looks like it's coming off. It does. Look at there. Oh well. Gotta love the Dollar Tree. Let's, I bet I can glue that thing back down. That's the one I wanted to use too. So let's see. Let me put a little glue down here. Didn't notice it's gonna be a fixer video, did you? I'll roll these as tight as they're supposed to be. And try not to burn my finger. Put a little bit of glue right here. Hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm just gluing this back down. Twisting them, trying to make them as tight as they're supposed to be. I'm gonna go with a little bit more glue right there. All right, stay down there. Well, I'm gonna glue, work with me. I'll put some more glue in here. This one's gonna take a little bit more glue. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yep, I don't wanna burn my finger. Let's get that dry. On this side. When you know it, I get one that was falling apart. Let's see. So, look, it's gonna hold right there. Look at there, I can make that one crook over on the end. We already know we're gonna have to cut this off because that's gonna hold your hat up too high. So, we want it down to right there. I'm gonna cut the bottom of this off. Let's see if that's gonna hold us down where we want it. That still may be a tick high, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little bit more off. We're gonna remove that. We're gonna find our center. And look at there, isn't that cute? You can glue it if you want. I'm going to. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Now, I got that hat glued down. I just thought that was cute. And you can even stick, you can get some of that hair that comes on those headbands from the Dollar Tree. It has the long hair. It's in the toy section. It's for little girls to make their hair longer and to make them feel like they're a princess. So you can get that, and you can put some hair on her. You can put a cape on her with that black meshy stuff that you can buy from Dollar Tree right now. It's in the Halloween section. It's not mesh. I don't know what you call it. That drape, the black drape that hangs and kind of looks eerie looking. You can drape that around her and give her like a little cape back here. And we can stick, we put a little bow here if you want her to be more cutesy, but her face says she's kind of like she kind of looks like the witch off of the Wizard of Oz, to be honest with you. That she just looks like a wicked witch. So you can even take those little brooms you can get from Dollar Tree. They're little. You can actually prop a broom beside her, and I may do that in our after video or picture to show you all the stuff, you know, setting up and decorated. I may lay a broom on her here, but like I said, you can use these. You can put all these little hats on these if you want. You do what you want to do. But I just thought that was a cute little idea to stick in the top of that. And I've got one more idea. Okay, since I've already got him done, I'm gonna show you. You can take these suckers from the Dollar Tree. I just got 2 packs. Especially if you're gonna do a little party. But you can take your suckers, and I know this is just a simple thing. So, but you can take the suckers and just alternate them. But you can't go sideways on one here. You're gonna have to go here. Weight him down. However many you put on that side, you better put on that side because it'll make him heavy. It's harder to push through than I thought. Let's push them all the way down in. They're not cute. I just thought that, it'd be a cute idea with these suckers. I know ideas been done, I'm sure. Everybody else is sticking suckers in them too, but I just saw these and thought this would be a cute little thing to do. Especially if you're having parties. And you can use him as a sucker holder. Put one right here. Another ghost, and we got another pumpkin. What am I gonna put in? Let's go right in here. Well, is that not cute? I just thought that'd be a cute little idea. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Alright, and another super simple, fast, easy idea. Using these lanterns from the Dollar Tree. These light up. If I can hit the right button here. This one lights up. I don't know if you can see it light up or not. Yeah, you could. But anyway, both of these, I've got the batteries in and they light up. Okay. And let me cut some more lights on here. That way you guys can see my stuff here a little bit better. Alright. Now, give you a better look on everything. Okay. So, this is just, like I said, a cute little simple, quick, easy thing to do. Really, you don't have to glue anything if you don't want to glue it. But my first thought was, I had these little witch hats from the Dollar Tree also. Of course, this is a feather that stuck to one, but it gave me an idea when I pulled it out. I thought, you know, you could put some of the feather boas from Dollar Tree. These come from the Dollar Tree as well. You could take some of the feathers and glue a feather or something on top of this to make it look a little different. I thought that'd be cute. Just give it a little something a little different if you wanted to make it look, or put it around the bottom here. But no gluing unless you want to put some boa on here. But these will sit right down on these, and you can make little witch hats on them. And I don't have any fishing line here, but I do have floral wire from the Dollar Tree. And honestly, all you would have to do is run your wire up through your hat anywhere you want to run it. Let's get it through the, say if you were using this one, I'm going to try to run that up as close as I can to the top, if I can get it to work with me here. Alright, let's put this one on this side, because we want this to hang. Alright, now you'd think that wire would go through there right easy, but it's not. Alright, little wire, work with me here. Make sure my end's straight. It is. There we go. Now, all you'd have to do is make yours longer. I would say make it longer than this. Anyway, I'm just going to twist it off here at the top. Like so. Anyway, so run it back down through where you can grab your bottom of your twine or whatever you're tying them up with, fishing line or floral wire. Anyway, you're gonna see this little hook on this thing here. You're just gonna hook it into it. Well, okay, nothing's working with me today. Anyway, we're gonna hook that into that, and then you're just gonna let your witch hat fall down on your thing. So, and that you can do it like that, and you won't even have to hang hot glue anything. It'll just hang just like that and have a witch hat on top of it. I thought that'd be really, really cute. Now, my other idea, same technique. Now watch that one not come off of there. Anyway, I'm just gonna let that hang over there, out of our way for a second. Now, another thing we could do, same technique, Dollar Tree sells these witch hats. Get your floral wire. And just go up in, or you can, like I said, you can use fishing twine. You don't have to use floral wire. But this wire will go through this all this is oh gosh, what do you call it? The olefin. That's all that is olefin it's made out of. Polypropylene. Now, if I can get my... Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to push my hat down and turn it inside out here for a second, because it's not wanting to cooperate with me. I'm going to go up in here to my point. Like that. Pull my point through. And I'm going to run this through there, just like that. See, it went right in. Well, it did, and I pulled it right back out. Okay. Things seem so much easier when you're thinking about doing them. Alright, so I got that one down in. I'm going to push it. And then I'm going to push this one on this side. I'm not left-handed, so it might take me a minute using my left hand, and maybe we'll swap. Alright, little wire, come on. I know it'll go through there because your other half done went through. This thing is insistent on bending on me. Okay. So if you have to, get something a little bit bigger. And just poke you a hole right there. And try not to pull your... Where did I poke that hole? Right there. It still don't want to go in there. Well, Mr. Olifant, come on. I'll make it bigger right there. That stuff seals right back up, even after you punch a hole in it. Okay, now go ahead and run them down in there really good, because I don't want them to pull out, so I'm going to push them as far as I can. I'm actually going to reach up in here and find them. Hopefully. Got one. I think I got two. I did. Okay. Now I'm just going to pull my tip of my hat right back out, just like that. And just kind of level these up here, because I'm going to twist this off at the top here. And I'm going to go back up inside and get the tip, the back, come back down through again. I got to go find the bottom of my wire here. It would be easier with thread or twine fishing line, because you can run your needle through and be a lot easier. But I'm going to grab my floral wire right here, just like that. Go ahead and hold it with my hand here. Go ahead and push my tip back out, hopefully. Okay. I'll pull it back out in just a second. But anyway, you're just doing the same thing. You're just going to hook it to that wire up in here on your little hook. You guys see that? See, just hook it onto the wire. Go up in here and get this. And just pull the tip back out. Back out, little hat. Okay. And there you got a witch hat on your lantern. Will those not be cool? You see that? And you just hang it up, and it's going to be like your floating witch hats, but it's going to have a lantern under it. And you just turn them on. And you've not compromised your hat or your you're not gluing anything to your lantern. You're just simply hooking it onto that little hook in there. And your hats are reusable. You can take the hats off and reuse them for something else. So that's the cutest thing in the world, I think. And you can bunch your hat up like that right there and make it look kind of, like it's got a curve in it or whatever. But I thought that would be just the cutest thing and hanging up. So I will show you all these hanging. When it gets dark, I'll take a picture or a video of them hanging out on the porch. Alrighty guys, hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching.